Hello and welcome to the Merle and Locke podcast. I'm Merle.
And I'm Locke.
Set sail and low expectations for everything nerd, accompanied by a healthy, albeit shameful, healthy to pointless banter, lack of focus, and question acquired knowledge.
And more.
And more. We were talking about this last week. I think it was last weekend.
I believe it was last week.
And we were getting on the topic of people constantly making excuses for one reason or another, for one circumstance or another. I thought we could get back into it and we could pick up where we left off.
You're going to have to bring me back to where we were because I don't remember.
Yeah. What it initially started as was we were talking about people with ADHD or people that claim that they may have it, may or may not.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming back to me.
All right. So this has been running rampant, and I understand people have ADHD. Maybe medication is needed, maybe sometimes not.
Which I said that I'm not entirely sold on the idea that ADHD is exactly the thing, because I feel like it's just some nonsensical made up thing to push off drugs to keep people docile. But anyway.
I mean that could very well be, but I remember the point that I had made. It's simply an excuse to relinquish responsibility. That in itself is insufferable. Now, I won't claim how serious this ADHD stuff is, but sometimes I just can't stand it because it's not even with some people saying that they may or may not have it. They're undiagnosed, but they think they have it. You know, I hear that all the time. It's mostly used as a shield. So in order to have people think or not depend on them as much, they'll use this ADHD thing as a shield to shield them from other people's expectations, I suppose.
They can't rely on that person, so it alleviates some pressure.
It robs people of purpose. Without that pressure, sure, it's alleviating. You have nobody that's depending on you. But with that dependency, not necessarily dependency, but when people rely on you for one reason or another, it gives your life a sense of purpose. However minimal that purpose is, whatever it may be, maybe you don't have kids, maybe you just have a girlfriend and she expects you to
tricks, backflips, somersaults.
She wants you to pick up your dishes after you're done eating. It's such a small thing.
I'm going to just sit here and say I got ADHD and I forgot about it. Then never attempt to fix it.
Or I have ADHD and I was overwhelmed by the amount of dishes in the sink, so I had to step away for my own sanity.
Instead of encouraging some of the things that people do, we should be encouraging processes to help people who think at a higher rate. Because I think that's more what it comes down to with your ADHD, is that people process a lot more all at one time. So if we kind of slow them down by saying, all right, let's walk through a process. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, your dishes got piled up and now you feel it's too much for you. Maybe we should clean that dish immediately as soon as it's done and get it put away.
Yeah, okay. So I do this with my child all the time. People have said that maybe my child might have it, but I don't think so. It's just I realize that things seem bigger than what they are. And I always tell her, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yeah. So if I tell her to clean her room, I know we've done this in the past where her room has been a complete mess. And I say, hey, you need to go in there. Don't come out of your room until it's all cleaned up. And I'll come check on her later. And she's just like laying on the floor. She feels overwhelmed. She's like, it's too much. I can't handle it. I'm like, okay, we're going to break this down. I want you to grab every single piece of clothing that's on the floor and put it in the wash right now. And I'll come back when you're done. And then she does that. I'm like, okay, come back in. I want you to pick up every single stuffed toy and put it in this basket. And I'll come back when you're done. And then I come back and it's all done. It was easy. All right, all the action figures and stuff, do put them in this bucket. And then I come back. And we just break it down step by step by step by step by step. And then it's all done. You know, it's not overwhelming at all. It's just breaking it down. That's all it takes. And the job gets done in no time. without any stress whatsoever. I do that with my kid and it works. Maybe with ADHD, if people were to have it, maybe they don't have, I'm so hesitant to make excuses for him. Because maybe you just didn't learn how to function as a normal human being. Okay, no, I'm gonna get flack for that. Okay, that's bad. Let's take that back. Let's rewind a little bit.
I think some of it is that we come out in a little bit of frustration towards maybe even the parents. Maybe they did try. Maybe they also got overwhelmed and nothing was truly done about it. Yeah, I mean, I was a little sloppier when I was younger, and as I got older, knowing that my mom was one to really harp on me, you need to clean up, you need to do this, you need to do that. And when I was younger, I was like, meh, it's fine. As I got older, it came back around. I started hearing all the things about cleaning up and what can I work on to start cleaning up at an easier pace that doesn't feel overwhelming, right? Because that's the biggest problem. You feel there's this giant mess. What do I do with it? Take it one step at a time. Like you said, we'll get there, but you need to calm down. Take a breather. There's no need to get overwhelmed. There's no need to get an anxiety attack over it. I think I told you about this kid that I knew. Used to say a lot of aggressive things, a lot of mean things, nasty things to people. Then he would go, I have ADD. Okay, so you want an excuse to be an asshole? Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's what I'm hearing. You just said that somebody's fat. No other context, nothing else going on. You just blurted out, you're fat. Oh, I have ADD, so that's fine.
The expectations of everyone around you. That's what bugs me. You bring up that shield as soon as you possibly can, and then everyone else is supposed to cater to you. Like, man, come off it. I gotta pull my weight around here. I'm not gonna pull yours too. The world is just going to leave you behind. The more excuses, the more shields you put up, the rest of the world is going to leave you behind in the dust. You're going to die alone. And I'm sorry. These
are the intrusive thoughts, the ones that you want to say to these people, but you probably shouldn't.
You can't.
You probably should.
They'll cry or something.
No, you could say it, but it's not going to resolve the issue. It's not going to help the situation.
You know, I'm not trying to offend people. That's not my goal here. Look at it from somebody else's shoes. Like, you want me to be empathetic? Sure, I'll be as empathetic as I possibly can. But why can't you be empathetic towards my plight, having to pick up your slack? Can't we find common ground here?
I mean, you would hope so. It's almost like there was someone in the world who had shown us a way of being nice to people that maybe we should follow.
Obama?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was nice to people? I don't know. Some people would be like, well, of course he was nice. Maybe he was nice. I don't know the guy.
Yeah, I don't either.
Politics.
We're not doing that one. That's not
slippery slope.
Nothing to do with it. What were we talking about? Excuses. That's right.
Excuses.
All right, let's get off the topic of the whole ADHD. Let's go into the little story you were telling me earlier about people making excuses.
This isn't so much as using excuses like I have a disease or I have a mental illness or a problem. This is not my responsibility, so therefore it is what it is. Suck it up. That attitude. There's someone, let's say, leaves their dogs out for hours at a time so that they're barking non-stop. Especially one of them's really bad, just keeps barking the whole day away. And this person has already been confronted about the issue and just says, that's what dogs do. They bark. Oh, okay. That's what dogs do. That sounds like an excuse that you cannot resolve the issue because dogs can be trained. A lot of dogs can be well trained. It's just some of them take more time than others. I'm not a dog person. I've never owned a dog in my life. Jane Doe has a dog, and he is a lot better than a lot of the dogs in the neighborhood, and I give him that. We have some other dogs who just want to keep barking the whole time that they're out. At nothing, a leaf could fall, and she is barking the whole time. And I can't tell you how much that irritates you, and you would think, maybe, as the owner, how other people might feel about that situation if they were on the receiving end of it and heard a dog barking at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Other excuses being their trash blows over in our yard. I don't know what kind of excuse this person has given towards this because I have yet to confront the issue. I need to find the words that aren't going to cause problems, right? We can't just go over there and say, listen, you piece of shit, pick up your trash, maybe throw them away somewhere, put them in a bag. We have collected too much of this person's styrofoam for me to be happy about. So I have to calmly address the situation before I snap. Which is how everybody should kind of look at situations like that. Let's address this in a calm manner before we blow.
Overall, as far as people making excuses, we all have them, sure.
Excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one.
And they all stink. We all got to realize that at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We all have to learn how to pull our weight instead of being a burden on others around you. Now, if you're someone that lives on the outskirts, it's up to you. It's all on you. But if you're trying to function within society, you do have to pull your own weight because people aren't going to suffer you. And it's time for us all just to, grow up. Try to meet each other coming from our own terms and learn to compromise and find a common ground. And I know that's more difficult for some than others because some are just have their heads so far up their own ass that they're unwilling to hear out others on the opposing side. And I get that.
I mean, we all get caught up in our own stuff. It happens.
It does. And I know if at least 5 people listen to this episode, I'm going to get 20 comments of people giving me an earful. Just gonna let you know now, probably not gonna read it. Not gonna waste my time. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being very confrontational today. This is bad.
That's okay. It's like a good cop, bad cop. I like this.
Yeah. I shouldn't do this. Just keep my comments to myself.
we all know the wrongs and rights. It's a matter of choosing to do the right thing, choosing to help out, and choosing not to leave your dogs out for hours at a time.
Let's bring it back to your neighbor. This is a direct message to so-and-so.
No, I would never. But listen, no.
Please share on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever, everything. Get the word out. This guy. Jeez. If you enjoy the Merle and Locke podcast, please consider becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/MerleandLocke or simply follow the link in the description. Thank you.